Welcome to this channel. This channel is for education and culture. The reason I'm making this video today is to clarify many things which is really a misleading today on Wing Chun. Seriously misleading. So what inspired me? Now, a few days ago, I was in an Asia forum, and I was sharing the history and the technical as what I'm sharing here. So this guy showed up. So this guy messaged me, a Wing Chun guy in Asia, a Sifu. So the first thing he said, stop talking about your daydream history. You better go fight the tournament. Okay, the tournament. You better know how to fight in the street. And oh, by the way, you don't understand Wing Chun. We have this Chum Q, this Biuji, all this kind of stuff. You simply don't understand Wing Chun. So you simply don't have it when it comes to Wing Chun. You totally don't understand Wing Chun and your lineage, blah, 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 continue on. So I asked him, I said, number one, I'm talking about history. History is by evidence. Science is by evidence. Can you please do not get into personal? If you have anything to say, then present the evidence, I'm okay to accept that I'm wrong if you have evidence, historical and scientific evidence. I say, why get into this personal stuff? So I asked him back, have you fight in any unguarded tournament like MMA, like Kyokushin? Have you participated in one? Or you are just playing around with all those gloves and all those kind of stuff? And I also asked him, you talk about street. Are you sure people using fists to fight in the street? In my understanding, people using blade, dagger. Because my father Sifu died in the street. Because my Kyokushin's senior classmates' brother died in the street, not for fighting. People use knife and dagger. Have you been there? Do you know how is it like? And then I told him, I said, stop talking about this. You know about Biuji sets, and then your ancestor look like your lineage, your ancestor know it all. If you want to follow the ancient traditional Chinese rules on martial arts, you do not have a say because I'm the 5th generation from the Red Book, directly traceable. Can you please tell me Tai Fa, Ming Gam, or Liang Zhan, are they a dialect line? I can prove to you they are not because they don't have the anti-Qing salutations. None of what they taught is anti-Qing stuff. So I say, look, I'm an American. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm not looking for personal because you got a problem right now in Wing Chun. If you're not solving it, the entire Wing Chun going down. Go fight in MMA before you talk and asking people whether you do this or not. Go really in the street, see whether what happened in the street. Don't tell me this and that, you are a hero in the street. You're watching too much movie. And stop talking about I am the most authentic. I told him point blank, I can prove to you that even Liang Zhan doesn't know. Or Dai Fa Ming Gam doesn't know. That's how serious it is. I'm American, I don't buy those legend bullshit. You know, this type of talk is very idiotic. It's like a cult. It is do bad to Wing Chun, do bad to their own lineage. Who is going to lose face when you get crushed? Of course, it's your own lineage, your own Sifu, your own grandmaster. Disregard if you're from Liang Zhan or Dai Fa Ming Gam, you're going down, losing big time face. So, I want to share with you today. When people talk about this, oh, Wing Chun is for street. Chi Sao is so that you can sense your opponent. And then you can be better than him and handling this and sensing. Do you know that there's nonsense for that? That is nonsense. So you say, well, why, Hendrik, why is the nonsense? Let me share with you why. Remember last time I told you that there is a 2-level in traditional Chinese martial art for a complete system. Same with Wing Chun, 1850, same with Shaolin. You have the foundations technical part where you have the means or uniqueness of fighting, and then you have the body conditioning. And on top of that, you have the Qi Ji Guang's tactical level where play in different type of momentum. Okay, so since 460 years ago, you have the long fist, the short strike, and then the ground fighting. 460 years ago. Now, the name of the game in this tactic level is one will not be able to respond to an unrecognized attack, meaning that if you don't know that type of momentum, you can get knocked cold, okay? And the second is speed, okay? And the third is one must attack without resisting nor parrying. As soon as one engage in the resisting or parrying, one will tangle with many ineffective moves. So Qi Ji Guang tell you this. When he faced, this is how he trained his army when he faced all the Japanese pirates and the warrior. When those people have the Japanese samurai sword and jiu-jitsu. 460 years ago. And then you have many different type of momentum like this. Ambush momentum is similar to using a hunting bow to wait for a tiger. Fall into trap, the opponent has difficulty to move an inch. Follow up with a few kicks, the continuous strike send the opponent into coma. This is a tactical. This is a setup. So there are 32 setup combinations in the Qi Ji Guang book. Okay. So this is one of this, the ambush momentum. Coming this low. This is another one, press in momentum. Close body, really, really close. As I have shared with you before, really closely for takedown and those things. This is in this book, okay? Kung Fu 1560. Oh yeah, another one is this. Leg down is just drop down to shoot at really low and then come up. Okay. So you have 32 momentum. If you're interested on it, you can go read the book. Now ask a questions. Your chi sao is here. When people playing those setup momentum with different angle, different level, different distance change variations, how the world are you going to use your chi sao to train all that sensitivity, and you will know? It is impossible. Why? People is using tactical setup at you. Say, for example, if somebody is using this setup, this setup suddenly drop down, how the world are your chi sao is going to know anything at all? If people using this press in, which is really close in, you always have your immobile elbow out there, and people close in like that. How are you going to use your chi sao to know that and to defend that? If people using this going down, how is your how do you know? How is your chi sao training be able to support that? How? You have an immobile elbow. You the most you do is in this sphere, and people is going up and down like a 360-degree, different distance, different angle, the level up and down. I mean, so how is the chi sao is going to cover all these cases? So chi sao is only your fundamental technical training, one part of the fundamental technical training to train your sensitivity and the, 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 the sensings in a very narrow scopes. How are you going to do all this kind of thing when people put a setup at you? Not to mention today, 2022, 460 years ago, they already have 32 of those type of things. How are you going to use your chi sao to do that? Beats me, okay, if you believe on those kind of things. You want to talk about street fight? How are you supposed to do a street fight when people, you don't even know that people have this tactical level and it is an ambush and it is a setup? And you say, well, I have this chum kill, this BUG. Your entire thing is going straight line like that. You cannot go close because you don't have the training. Remember, you always have your immobile elbow here. You want to talk about this thing going to the street fight? Are you on dope or what are you in? And you want to tell me that those who teach you this is the king of Wing Chun? It couldn't even perform those kind of things 460 years ago versus all these things. You don't even need to have a king martial art. You just have a Chi Chi Guang's army, one of it, and you will not be able to handle it. Disregard what you call the king of Wing Chun or the Shaolin monk or whatever. And stop to get those Cham Kyu Biu Ji. What the heck? Those are just terms, name. So enough is enough on this. Oh, Wing Chun is for the real fighting, for the street fighting. Do you know what is a street fighting even 460 years ago? Oh, we don't do sparring. We do chi sao. Our chi sao you can absorb his strength. What Chi Chi Guang just tell you? You don't ever, ever even want to touch his hand. You get in straight in all this 32 momentum. That's why I put it in English. So it is on dope or on opium or what? I present history. If people don't like it, don't have to watch it. If you have anything to say, to prove, to by evidence in history, show it up. It is a fair world here, democratic world. Everybody have a say if you have evidence. But when they start without the evidence and personal attack, like act like some kinds of gung ho, but never even really go for the real unarmed, you can get KO, knocked out, and send you hospital type of a fight of tournament. You never be in street, know what exactly happened in the street. And you don't even know what is history and keeping thinking like, oh, my ancestor, my teacher is the advance. Those are what? Those are cult. Those are exactly like this. Those are exactly like this. Like this guy, the macho guy, know everything, okay? And be able to take bullets. What happened? So that's how much it worth for your Chi Sao and your Cham Q Beauty and all those kind of stuff in the under the 32 momentum setup, this tactical play. This is a real thing because it's a military. Okay, no gung ho legends like those in the end of the Qing dynasty. They no longer fighting the Qing, and they're keeping talking about a burning of Shaolin, and then you're fighting the Qing. What? You are sitting in the like the coffee house today, coffee shop today, or tea house today, support by the Qing, and then you tell stories. Oh, this grandmaster do this. This how you going to fight and everything. Are you serious? So this is what I like to share with you. Forget about the chi sao in the in real the tactical level. It doesn't work even 460 years ago. Never work. Because people don't even want to touch your hand. People will come in with the angle and take you out like Xi Xiaodong. Or in the UFC. Or in the Kyokushin. Set you up and come in and KO you. Or set you up and come in and take you down. Hey, there's reality of fighting, okay? And just talking about sets, I know this set have this. You're trying to solve something with some kind of a legend where it doesn't even qualify in 460 years ago, not to mention today's 2022 MMA time. The world is keeping progressing. So are we going to make all Wing Chuners like idiots? Are we going to take care of all our Wing Chuners, brother and sister, saying, hey, you know, this is how reality is. Let's do it properly. So let's everybody win. Instead of playing like a Superman, superstar, know it all, authentic, but you cannot even face the reality. So Anybody will say that, anybody who say that Wing Chun is for street fight, it's not for MMA and everything. For those of Wing Chun brother and sister here, you better walk away from that because those are called fantasy. If you cannot do it in the MMA ring, you cannot do it in the street because you are not living in this world. If you don't have sparring, you have no way to train the tactical level. So don't give me all this, your grandmaster know it all, the king of Wing Chun, this and that, and special techniques. The special techniques is here. 460 years ago. Do you know what is this? This is the tactical level. Yet whatever people preach today, none of it in this tactical level. You look at the Korean, the Japanese, with this, they respect. Well, all other legends and movie, will they respect? Serious. So this is what I like to share with you. It's time to wake up. You need to base on history and science and stop doing personal attack and thinking that if you personal attack somebody, that means you muddy the entire thing and you will win and or you try to take 10 guy, a big organizations to bully somebody. This is year 2022. You cannot do that anymore. Especially you are in the United States. Nobody in the real martial art is so delusional that is going to buy into your story. Go to the YouTube, you type it in Wing Chun, you see how many people just love the hell out of Wing Chun. Why did they love the hell out of Wing Chun? Because those people is keeping preaching those kind of idiotic story. Okay. So it is time to get out of it. And like the other day, I say that I support every Wing Chuners. As soon as they are not belong to those organizations, those big organizations which is selling their own product and blowing their own trumpet. Because I don't want to deal with those kind of things. Here is for education. Here we want to stick with the truth. You know that if you don't stick with the truth, you are putting people in dangers. What is the point to mislead other people? That is called selling snake oil or scam. Don't do whatever to others what you don't want people do to you. Again, Bodhidharma said, don't cheat yourself, don't cheat others, and then don't get cheated. That is the Zen teaching. If you not follow this, what Wing Chun? What Wing Chun from Shaolin? So when you take the fake become real, then everything is fake. There's nothing real there.